Nick Saban, Donald Trump and the NIL tug-of-war, who's really playing defense? College sports are changing fast, and not everyone's thrilled about it. Just ask Nick Saban. The former Alabama football coach, who once ruled the sidelines with an iron headset, is now drawing fire from a law firm involved in a massive $2.8 billion antitrust settlement against the NCAA and the 5 biggest athletic conferences. Why? Because of his reported role in talks with Donald Trump about a possible executive order to regulate NIL, that's name, image and likeness rights, for college athletes. And let's just say, the lawyers are not impressed. Hagens Berman, the firm leading the charge in the historic case, did not hold back. In a statement released Monday, managing partner Steve Berman called the Saban-Trump discussions unmerited and unhelpful. Harsh words? Absolutely, but the reasoning behind them is what really raises eyebrows. While college athletes are finally seeing real money flow their way through NIL deals, sponsorships, endorsements, social media shoutouts, Saban appears to be pulling the emergency brake. He says it is not about stopping the payments, but rather about bringing reform. That word always sounds noble, right? Until you ask. Reform for whom? Berman pointed out the irony with bite. While Saban was pushing to clamp down on NIL in his coaching days, he was raking in tens of millions himself. At one point, he was the highest-paid college football coach in the nation. So, the question practically asks itself, why step in now? College athletes are spearheading historic changes and benefiting massively from NIL deals, Berman stated. They do not need this unmerited interference from a coach only seeking to protect the system that made him tens of millions. Ouch. Now, let's take a quick detour, because this is where it gets more tangled. Trump is reportedly toying with the idea of stepping in via executive order. That's no small thing. The idea came after a meeting with Saban, according to the Wall Street Journal. And the former president is getting some unlikely backup. Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, himself a former college football coach, said Trump is the only one who could regulate NIL. But hang on a second, do college athletes actually need presidential involvement? The lawyers say no. Flat out. They argue that NIL is already delivering results without any orders from the White House. Athletes are negotiating their own deals, managing their own brand, and, here's the kicker, making their own money. What executive order could possibly offer that they do not already have? And yet, Saban keeps circling back to the idea that the system is broken. Last year on Fox News, he argued that the current NIL setup amounts to a pay-for-play circus, where whoever raises the most cash gets the best players. He wants national legislation, equal standards across states, and fewer legal risks for the NCAA. But let's pause here. Who exactly is supposed to write and enforce these new equal rules? The federal government? The NCAA? The same NCAA that's now facing a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit? Sounds like a bit of a paradox. To be fair, Saban has a point about fairness. A truly competitive environment does need some ground rules. No one wants chaos. But when the people pushing the rules are the ones who already made a fortune off the old system, the optics are, well, let's just say not great. And then there's this. Saban introduced Trump at a recent graduation event in Alabama, where the former president gave a speech. Coincidence? Maybe. But to critics, it felt more like political theater than genuine reform. So what is really going on here? Is this about protecting the future of college athletics, or preserving the power structures of the past? Are we witnessing a sincere call for order, or a last-ditch attempt to rein in a system that finally started working for the players instead of just the coaches and institutions? Like any good football game, the NIL debate is full of strategy, surprise moves and, yes, plenty of sideline drama. But one thing is clear, the players are no longer just playing. They are earning. They are deciding. And for the first time in a long time, they are winning. Maybe it is time the old guard stepped off the field.